Hello everybody and welcome back to another Hearthstone deck showcase. Now, I'm gonna be straight with you. It costs a lot of money to make decks, especially when you have to experiment with them a lot. I don't have a lot of money. Um, so, and I'll show you. I do have some other decks that I'm probably gonna show off, like Even Odin Warrior, Pirates for both Rogue and Priest, as well as Yogg Rogue, but it might get absolutely eviscerated in a patch, so I don't know. But I also have some other unique things planned, like fun Druid decks that don't just make your opponent want to hurt themselves. But also, just I really care about trying to make WoW a fun and inviting place for every single player to try out, instead of just pain and suffering. But sadly, today, pain and suffering is what we'll be serving our opponents, because we are playing Kingsbane Rogue, the most teched against deck in the entire game. Mainly because of the card called Kobold Sticky Finger, a card so strong even we're playing it. But we're not playing it with ETC today, so let's get into the deck list and talk about my thoughts and opinions about it. So obviously we're playing a Kingsbane deck, and Kingsbane of course is a weapon that keeps all of the attachments, so it basically, becomes this overwhelming weapon of destruction over the course of the game. So the notable things about this weapon is that you can make your hero immune, you can give it lifesteal for a turn, you can draw a card every single time you attack, give it attack, give it attack, give it attack, give it attack. You kind of get the point. Cutting class is basically a 0 mana draw 2. Mic Drop is basically a 3 mana draw 2. Silverleaf Potion is technically like a draw 1 the turn you play it. We have Cavern Shiny Finder, as well as Instrument Tech. Both of these serve the same purpose of just drawing you the weapon. And then as well, we have Blade Flurry to be able to destroy boards of aggressive minions, especially things like Even Shaman and the like with that. Or also, the Pirate Rogue and Priest kind of conundrum. And then as well, we have a lot of good kind of rotatey cards like Sir Finley and Gear Shift, being able to remove cards from our hands, as well as obviously Secret Passage. Being able to just get a new hand, try to focus on a new strategy. If our opponent is playing something where we really need that Blade Flurry, we have a lot of ways to draw and get into those cards. We are also running Doomerang. This is a main tech option, so then if we know that our opponent could be on a way to steal our Kingsbane, we can just put it in our hand and then end our turn, which is really good, because not all the time do you want to use your hero power to destroy Kingsbane, because you might not have a way to draw it naturally, and that could cause a problem. But the last two cards are kind of interesting. Why are we running these? Why aren't we running ETC? The main reason is because ETC is slow. We're playing wild fast. But also, you kind of really need to make sure that you can kind of just get to all of the techs. If they play Theotar into your Doomerang and steal your Kingsbane, you just lost the game. So you need to be able to have countermeasures to beat their countermeasures. So we are running Theotar and Kobold Sticky Finger to be able to essentially just, out-tech them. They need to play ETC to set up their tech. We just need to draw the card. Drawing ETC is as likely as drawing either one of the techs, so at the same time, it's really not that much. And yeah, I hope you'll all enjoy, and let's get into the games. Okay, we have a rogue on rogue game. We're both golden too. Feels pretty nice. Well, we want Instrument Tech because that's good. Shadow of Demise is okay, but it's more so just used as oh, what can we do now kind of thing. The only problem with this deck is it kind of feels like you don't have much of a turn 1 option. Renathal does make me think that maybe they're also playing Kingsbane, but with more cards, which would be interesting. One thing I always do think about is, should I just, craft a bunch of, generically good? Should I just craft, Zephyrus, even if I don't have an intention of making a Zephyrus deck? Or rather, just a Highlander deck in general. Ooh, no! This is some weirdo deck. I love weirdo decks. I love decks that are like, completely like, whoa, what are they doing? What are they up to? Because those are always the most exciting decks. Anyway, here's my boring meta deck. The good thing is we'll be able to play this into prep, into this, into Deadly Poison. And we then have, you know, basically 2 mana. How much attack is that? 6? That's pretty good. Huh, that's actually pretty good. I wouldn't mind having Deafen. Too bad I removed that card. Right, we do have to deal 1 damage first, so I guess we'll do that phase. May as well. We are playing Garona because I do believe she is actually the canonical user of Kingsbane, or at least is a Kingslayer herself. So she has the most, you know, fair reason to have it. So this is not gonna proc, so I don't need to worry about that. I wanted to make Secret Rogue work so bad. It could summon a 3/4 spider for them, but honestly, if that happens, I think I'm fine. Mic drop, baby. It's just that good. Ah, plagiarism. The good thing about that is mic drop is pretty much useless for them. Especially because they can't summon a weapon, like they can't hero power into mic drop until their next turn. Ooh, actually no. That makes way more sense. It is old school weapon versus like... Actually, we're the older weapon. We're the weapon that's actually older. That's interesting.
Always liked this one.
Yeah, sure. We'll just go into this. If we find any battle cry, draw a minion. What's going on? Why is the game glitching out? There we go. Well, that's awesome for us. We get to draw 2 from that. Return... Oh, because Shadow actually changed into a different card, we actually get to keep it. That's actually pretty nice. But yeah, Spectral Cutlass is such a weird card. The massive upside about it. They've made a few of these weapons, actually. Maybe I'll make a video on the interesting design of it. But they always do this where they make a weapon whose sole thing is gaining durability from an effect, which I think is really interesting. Thief? No, no thief. Okay. Summon a 3/4. That actually could be very interesting. We'll do this. So then they can't fuck with us. Plagiarize, okay. The hand is full, so we'll have to see what they mill. Oh damn, cheat death, unfair. Man, the first wave of rogue secrets were so shit. It's so sad. The only good one was evasion, which meant like every single time you battled a rogue and they popped a secret, you knew it was evasion. So you're like, okay, what's the max damage I can deal? It's also weird for rogue to be the one who gets like a card like that. Now what's great here is they're gonna invest a lot into this, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna kobold it, and we're gonna steal it, and then we're just gonna break it. Because that's just funny. Gimme. We'll draw 2 for free. Seems pretty good. that's actually really nice.
I get
Yeah, when you just have the tech, how are they gonna play around it? Just fucking win game. On to the next game though. I guess it's just very, very roguey today. We all love that card, not card. We all love that portrait. Very beautiful one. But
Shall we dance?
I like the cooler ones.
Trace of this.
Honestly, fuck it, I'll keep Theotar. It might be not the best option, but I feel like Theotar can be pretty crazy. It's also going to be annoying because I'm going to coin out there. You do know you can attack turn 1, right? I need to get new coin. I feel like I've had that coin for like 2 years now. It's hard though, because like, you know, it's either you have to get really far in the battle pass, or you have to like get all of the legendaries of a set. And I think that is what this is. Like, this is getting like 35 legendaries and Forged in the Barrens or some shit. But so weird. Okay, so we're at 3 attack. We do this. Eh. It's saving damage. This is probably going to be a matchup where damage does matter because, you know, the burst isn't as... Oh, wait, no. Interesting. If we're playing Pirate, I actually might just drop Sir Finley, because, yeah, definitely. I was thinking that this was going to be a way more control-based match, where we would actually have to do shit. But if they're playing Pirates and they just got a really shitty hand, then, like, nah, I'm just going to go all out.
Always liked this one.
This feels good. It's awesome. I like to always try to make the minions, at least like the interesting minions, golden. In decks, like my Secret Hunter is now like fully golden, straight up. So that's really crazy. But yeah. Oh, were they just waiting? That's so unfortunate. They're doing the gear shift to get patches out of hand, which that is such a clever use of that card. But that is also so unfortunate. More draw. See if we can get what we want. We didn't. More Doomerang. Just kill that. Bring it back. Might be a weird play. But, so that's 6 damage. They'll be on 9. I don't think it's lethal. But, definitely matters. I think we save it for a turn, actually. We do this into this. We then do this. Okay. Then we hit this. Then we hit face. And we now have Kobold Sticky Finger if they try to do some crazy tech. And we also have Harmonic Hip Hop back in hand now. Because anytime Anytime a harmonic card gets turned to your hand, it is always in the original state of the card. Which is great. Because it basically just means, like, you know, for a card like this, you always want it to be on this version of the card. Very rare that you wouldn't want it to be like that. That might be, like, the only situation. Oh, well. That doesn't matter. Which one of the 3 versions of the same card do we want to use? I think I want to use the original. Well, GG. Next game. Oh, I like that one. Oh, it's the fake version too. That's awesome. Well, on to the next game. Just another rogue. 3 in a row. They are playing as default rogue though, so that's cool. A lot more anomalies.
I'll leave no trace of this.
First minion. Obviously we keep Kingsbane. Ooh, that's actually kind of annoying. Maybe we don't Kingsbane on 1, so then we can Kingsbane into prep into mic drop. Yeah. We'll give him a greetings, but what we'll do is next turn we will Kingsbane into prep into mic drop, then on turn 3, this will turn back into giving our weapon +1, and that will work out better for us. Interesting. I want to make the odd rogue again, because that deck's fun, generally. I was just about to say it too. I was just about to say, man, Blade Flurry would be really clutch. Hope we draw it. The game knows. The game knows. It's like, oh, you really want that Blade Flurry? I got you, fam. And I got you a way to get it back, too. Damn. Sometimes, it feels nice being lucky, you know what I'm saying? Currently 9-4, well, not now it's 9-15. 9-14, I don't know why, but that just seems like a number. 9-1-4, what is that significant because of? Probably some horror movie or something, honestly. Like, it's spooky season, so I'm probably just thinking of a horror movie where it's like they look at the number 914 or like something like Lost. You know what I mean? Oh god damn. This just feels unfair. I wonder, does this work? It makes sense that it doesn't, but I can't say I'm not disappointed. Come on, Priest has that. Like, I guess that it would be way too unfair because it would literally be like the Samuro problem. But the Samuro problem was that you could basically clear a board and get a Reno in standard. Like, we don't give a shit if it's in, like, not standard. Like, if it's in wild, it's fucking wild. Who gives a shit? I have a golden swordfish. Because I used to have the entire Pirate Rogue deck full golden, but then they changed it to have like cold-blooded and shit like that, and now I'm more sad. Really nothing to do on our turn. And I wanna... The annoying thing is that I want to keep this the way that I want to get the deal 1 damage, because dealing 1 damage to that is actually pretty good. But yeah. Theotar, I think I disenchanted him not that like kind of recently, like not too long ago, and it annoys me so much when I disenchant something and then like a month or 2 months later I'm just like, man, you would have been really useful right now. Exactly what I disenchanted. Man, that's fucking annoying. Theotar's an annoying thing as well, because, like, what do I give? I guess Shiny Cavern Finder. Yeah. I'm gonna... I'll take your secret passage, and I'll give you my golden one. No, I'll give you the 7. Make it that they have less ways to be explosive. Also, anytime I see a normal Lotheb, I get annoyed. Like, just make gold. Like, you can get a diamond version. Like, I understand. Like the thing that's really shitty about Diamond Lotheb is it's like, if you weren't there, it's really annoying. Damn, I did not think that they would have a weapon that they could draw off of that. Anyway. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna hard go for a singular card here. We'll throw that in there. Because that's genuinely useful. There we go. Do that. Instrument tech. Get our hand back. Only problem is that we have lethal if we live this turn, but I have to live this turn. So I think Su Yan may actually be the better player here and actually clutch. Because they have Eviscerate, they have the 2/1 Charge Pirate, they have Wicked Stab. Ooh, that's not actually good. Oh, that is unfortunate. Oh, I would have done that weapon. Oh, well, they wouldn't have had the card draw. That is so unfortunate. That is beyond unfortunate. I hate to see it. Not me though, but definitely them. GG though, GG. Very close game, very close game. Thank you, Shadow, for being able to copy that card as well. But yeah, on to the next game. Hopefully not Rogue. There we are. We are against Leave the Druid, probably a toxic player. But I don't mind playing against Druid. We will tech Blade Flurry. There is a Treant Druid, which is actually a deck I want to make. I also want to make even Hero Power Druid as a deck too. But enough about my life. Man, I used to have like shit like this golden. Now I'm just poverty. Yeah, it's worth it. Because this just becomes 2 mana. And currently there's nothing I'm doing next turn. Now, Druid is definitely a class that could very much so have kind of just bullshit to throw around. With like ETC and stuff. It seems to be a buff deck, so I was definitely right in keeping Blade Flurry. Actually, there's no reason not to do this, because, draw 2. And with a Silverleaf Potion, we'll actually have, full thing. Is this a nature spell? Damn, that's crazy. The crux of a Treant deck is the fact that there's a 3 mana 2/3 or 3/3 or 3/4 that gives all of your other minions +1/+2 if you played a nature. Holy shit. Actually, that did nothing for them. Did they just choose it to be like, hey, remember when this card was like all the rage? Like everyone was like, this card is gonna make fucking the world end. Man, I love Kingsbane. I really am annoyed with myself. Yet again, I did have a full golden Kingsbane deck, but then I disenchanted it and made like 2-3 decks out of it.
You gotta be scrappy with scraps.
Jerry Carpenter, very interesting card. It's good with like Nourish, but at the same time, there's like that 4-mana 5/4 dude who's an epic. But I guess if you want something like that, that's actually just way better to be able to just choose. The interesting thing here. We're gonna Secret Passage here because we do want to keep our hand. Kobold is funny. In this scenario, we just Gear Shift, which gets rid of cards that we didn't even technically we couldn't technically use them. Awesome. Man, if we drew into another preparation, that would have been kinda nutty. Get rid of Theotar, but hey, this is the reason why, this is the reason why everyone hates Secret Passage. Because off of Secret Passage, you draw more cards, and then you get a stacked hand from nothing. But I honestly feel like it's, like, card draw is what makes some classes really feel fun. Like, rogues and demon hunters, like, they kind of feel like they use underhanded tricks. Like, demon hunters are like, I'm literally gonna corrupt myself to make myself crazier and be able to do some nutty things. That's the card, Herald of Nature. 3 mana, 3/3. Too bad I'm gonna absolutely destroy them.
You're through.
Actually, we want the more aggressive card here. One into 2 into 3. Yeah, that does it for me.
My blood boils for war.
My blood boils because I'm playing against a Druid player, but they're playing token, like this Treant token Druid doesn't, I think what it needs is it needs to run either Cenarian Hold, or run the 4 mana 5/4 and just run the Drum Circle. Like, it just needs some spice to it, I feel like. But yeah, I guess if you're playing aggro decks, yeah, this deck's great. Can we please get like a control deck? Jaina! So we have a mage, so this is probably going to be secret mage.
You asked for it.
Objection actually would be very annoying. Because, we don't really run minions, and the minions we do are important. Counterspell isn't the worst, and we should maybe be able to kill them before they get too crazy with other stuff. No reason for that. We can also potentially Theotar snipe oh no, secret, okay. They do realize, oh, they have coin. I was about to be like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did they... I'm so confused. This card being changed to have the secret cost 1 is such a good change. Like, but the only problem is it makes it kind of feel pointless, because you have the 2 mana versions of that. I think there's actually only 1. I don't think Theotar is going to be any particular help right now. You know what's funny? I just play Blade Flowy. Okay. I do think what they could really do, especially for Rogue, if they do want to make Rogue weaker, listen in Blizzard. Blizzard, this is what you do. make this card start like this. That's all. That is literally all you have to do. Okay, it's now on the good side. That's awesome. We have Theotar for turn 5 to be able to potentially snipe a annoying card. Yeah. I think Secret Mage, it's changed so much now to where it's kind of like this weird strategy where you only play like 8 secrets. And you're just like 2 objections, 2 explosive runes. No, it's like kind of maybe 10 actually, and that's kind of fair, honestly. Actually, no, it's going to be a counter spell. Shows me. Don't be like me, be smart. Now this is something sassy and cool. We can get the objection out because we drew that. So now, if we get like instrument tech or something, we can actually do something with it. However, we just found a way better card. So prep into this to kill that, just to return it to our hand. Put that back, we now have these 2, and then we have a bit of a hand. It's always important to be able to bounce back your Kingsbane. And if in the unlikely scenario that your opponent's playing Saboteur to make your hero power cost 7, you can just Blade Flurry. I honestly, no joke, I really want to make Blade Flurry golden because it looks absolutely fantastic golden. Damn, I was not ready for that. Do I think that the card that they played is objection? Yes. Okay, now they're out of objections. Which now means that we basically have free reign over this game. Cobalt Sticky Finger, I personally think is the more likely thing to not be used in this game as we're playing against a Secret Mage. Theotar is always good. And always has the possibility to do something. They currently have no secrets in play that do anything. I'm gonna do this. Just get rid of that. Get rid of the board. Don't want it. And if they are playing Explosive Rune or whatever, I would like it to hit that, but it didn't, so that's fine. Next turn it is unlikely for me to get lethal, so I'm gonna play Cavern Shiny Finder. They've already gone through 2 copies of the Arcane Flak Master, so they can't. Well, actually, there you go. Same thing, basically. Why would you do that? It's gonna die by your own minion. Ah, there's the counterspell. We don't really need it. If it's ice block, we pop the block. Yeah, they're not going to be running ice block, so the only thing they could be playing is, well, no, what is it called? Frost Shield? What is it called? What's the bad one called? Ice Ward or something. It's the bad one. And they didn't have it! Okay, cool. Next game. Man, all of these have been back-to-back, by the way. This has been the easiest video so far, so if you want to get a deck that obliterates both like this. Honestly, unironically, Kingsbane Rogue is probably one of the stronger decks right now. On to the next game, which might be our final game. And we might just end it with another Rogue. Sadly not golden.
I'll leave no trace of this.
I do like Garona specifically for this deck because every single time you play a poison, she's like, I love this. Can't get enough of that poison. I wouldn't mind playing a poisoned blade deck where it's even. An even rogue deck where it's all about like instrument tech and the cavern boy, and then you get your weapon out and then you play harmonic. You know what? I might make that. And then you play like the 2 mana 2/3. Your hero power, you can do it twice. There could be a lot of spicy tech with a deck like that. We're gonna tune this up. You say Fudo. Man, it's 9:42 and I'm gonna be recording like 12 videos, which is also why we've gone 5-1 currently. We did lose to a double crackle beatdown from a shaman. Low into high roll. They rolled a 3 and then a 6. But I was just more shocked that they had it, honestly.
Always liked this one.
Get rid of this. Draw. Get rid of this. Awesome. I'm so happy that I don't have the C. What are they called again? The C teacher or whatever. The Naga that gives you a 1/1 Nagaling that has like a spell assigned to it that costs 3 or less. I don't have that one, but I did get this one because I didn't play much during Sunken City. But, you know, this expansion, I basically played the entire thing. Ooh, spicy. I get to kill that for free. I feel like Kingsbane is a deck that really should always be in the format. Because, like, it's a skill-based deck. I know that there'll be a lot of people who get shitty about that, and they're like, it's not a skill-based deck, you just play one thing and then you're good. It's a skill-based deck. Okay, Doomerang, I'm happy to see you again. Potential third Doomerang is actually massive for us. Imagine you could get double lifesteal on a weapon. There should be a Shaman card, 3 mana. Give, maybe 4 mana. Give your, no, 5 mana. 3 or 5, don't make it odd. Even. That, makes it so then you have Wind Fury +2 attack for a turn, or +3 attack. It's like, if it's +2, I'm leaning more against like a 3 cost. If it's +3, then it's like a 5 cost. Okay, we need either healing, or we need, honestly, Fan of Knives. So we'll do this into this. Prep. Mic drop. Guaranteed draw 2. Instrument tech. Gain 2. Draw 2. Another prep. Okay, that's kind of annoying.
Always liked this one.
There's the Blade Flurry. We found it, guys. Man, didn't we just have a hand of 4 cards? We are getting beaten down, though. We have 9 damage here. Which leaves us on 4. So Wicked Stab, Eviscerate, kills us outright. Cold-Blooded also kills us outright. Card I need to get golden at some point. I should spend my gold getting golden classic packs. to try to get some of those old school commons that everyone uses, or even just like the secrets, like golden, like because paladin secrets, mage secrets, eviscerate, preparation, like nourish. Like there's so many cards in the basic set, classic set rather, that like always like good. Never punished. I actually want to keep this as leeching. Because that is insanely useful. This destroys my weapon, correct? I think it does. I'm going to do that. Let's just get rid of some damage on the board real quick. And then that way we can, if we need to, well, next turn we survive anyway, but yeah. This is also a pirate. Fun fact. Fun fact, did you know he's a pirate?
Never bring a sword to a
I think we just won the game. But yeah, there's so many interesting, also, yet again, awesome synergy ideas. Being able to steal something, it play, like, you know, really interesting card. And it also, you know, it's acidic swamp ooze, but way better. And also you can, like, you know, if they ETC, you know that they're going to have Cobalt Sticky Finger. Look how many cards I have in my hand. You draw a lot. We only have 4 cards in our deck left. You're going to find the tech cards. So there's really no reason not to go for them. 6 feet under. I love this card, Golden. His little bony hands. I love skeletons, if you can tell. Now, I'm going to BM them, and we're going to kill them with their own weapon. Oh, no. We can't kill them with their own... Actually, no, I spoke too soon. We can definitely kill them. Thank you for always being there for me. And yeah. That was a pretty freaking good game. So we'll get into the wrap up. I will talk about the other experiences I have had using this deck, because not too diamond, not like diamond 10 to technically 5. I did use this deck a fair bit, so I do have some other things I can say about the deck, but let's get into the end. So we are now back into the deck list. Let's talk about basically the general ideas of this deck and what it's good against and what it's bad against. So, what are the pros and cons about this deck? One, it is an evergreen deck. What does evergreen mean? It means it'll always be usable in some sort of way, because Kingsbane and just weapon buff in general will always be a thing that Rogue has, and even if it doesn't grow too much, singular cards like Harmonic Hip Hop and Instrument Tech, things like that, where they're universal, or, you know, mainly just good rogue cards or just universal cards, they will always find a way in buffing strategies like this, because this is just a very weapon generic strategy. Other things about it that's really awesome is the fact that it deals with aggro control pretty well. Not combo. It can't beat combo really well. It can beat Infinite Turn Druid, where they just gain 20 gajillion armor because you can just Kingsbane Hero Power, Kingsbane Hero Power, Kingsbane Hero Power. It does beat decks that just fatigue out the game, like a Jailer combo deck or something like that. However, Leeching Poison isn't an infinite effect, or a permanent one, so it's not like you can Leeching Poison infinitely to heal if they do have like a Jailer up, but currently he's not in the game. And that's also why you would run Deafen, is because then you could kill a Jailer. But yeah, so the main breakdown of the deck, it has so many target removal, being able to heal you, keep you from taking damage, being able to clear the board, being able to just deal extra little bits of damage when need be, or clear like a 1 health minion because it's an aggressive deck, like against an aggressive deck. You have a lot of card draw. Mic Drop I kind of think is a one-of, because you already, like, it's good, but it kind of can feel a bit finicky because of the finale. But yeah, I think personally a deck like this that is always teched against, everyone runs ETC with Cobalt Sticky Finger. You have to have your points of, response to their techs ready at all times. We have so much card draw. We have Gear Shift, we have Secret Passage, technically Silverleaf Potion, Sir Finley, we have Mic Drop, we have Cutting Class, we have so many draw cards, you will get to your outs. So you got to be playing them in the main deck so then you can always be prepared. Theotar is also really good because it can make you be able to beat combo if you're going against Infinite Turn Mage or some sort of like maybe Druid deck. Depending on which one it is, you can snipe like a combo piece from their deck, well from their hand rather. And it can also set up some funny plays, for sure. But yeah, so I think overall the deck is a very good craft, it's very strong, it is unlikely to be directly nerfed. If they were to nerf the deck, they would be nerfing this card to make it start as deal 3 damage, give your weapon +1 attack. That is the easiest way to nerf this card. Yes, it does make it more of a burst card than a weapon buff card, but then it also limits, like every single deck uses this as a +3 attack on a weapon for 2 attacks. Usually just 2 attacks, which is still 6 damage. It's 2 mana, deal 6, which is really good. But yeah, I think overall this deck is really strong, really solid. Shadow of Demise is a generic card that you should always be running in almost every single rogue deck, so that card is fine. If you got, the Diamond Sir Finley, that's awesome. If you don't necessarily need this card. If you want to run this deck and you don't want to run Sir Finley because it is too expensive, you can remove him, put in a copy of Deafen instead. With Theotar, if you do not want to have him, you can just add in another copy of Mic Drop, or you can add in Yogg-Saron. Personally, I would not run Yogg-Saron the Unleashed because it is highly likely that that card is going to get nerfed heavily because of how strong it is. Secondarily, you could also run another Leeching Poison just to be able to beat the aggro meta a bit more, because there are times when they can really, double crackle, or, maybe a Secret Mage kind of thing, or even this own deck, or Pirate Rogue, or things like that. They can burst you down, especially like Shadow Priest with double Mind Blast. So it can actually be really good. So you could, if you wanted to, remove Theotar, remove Sir Finley, add 1 copy of this, and then add 1 copy of this. And then this could be the deck if you wanted it to. So I hope you all have an absolutely wonderful day, and I'll see you all in the next video. See you then.